All right, we are live. So, thank you everyone for coming. Continue to tell your colleagues. This is You Need to Train Like an Athlete. I have my model here, Cheyenne Kaczynski. Today, she's going to be demonstrating and doing the workout with us, for us, showing us how to do it properly. I'm going to be instructing. So, we're going to get started with knee pulls, a nice dynamical cars, controlled articular range of motions. And as we're moving through here, what I want you to do as well, let me know in the chat if the audio is okay, if the background music is distorting, any type of audio, keep switching side to side. Really do your best to have good balance here. So if you find yourself start shifting in place, really pronate or supinate the foot depending on what we need to do to make ourselves a little more efficient. Next, lunge, transverse twist. And so once again, as we do this, we're focusing on our quad engagement, our knee stability. As we lean into this movement, we focus on good breathing mechanics, allowing us to capitalize on our respiratory economy, how productive we are breathing and synchronizing our movements with our workouts. Good. Next, the sumo stretch. So a little wider than shoulder width apart. You're going to bend and weight distribute into your bent knee. And then you're going to lean your trunk into your extended knee so that we can really stretch out the superior groin. And then we're going to switch back and forth. So just as Shai is doing it, she's leaning into that extended leg, bouncing back and forth, not in a ballistic way, so not in a bouncing type of movement that way, but more so really sitting into it to allow the hamstrings and the groin to open up, stretch out a little bit. Next, hamstring scoops. So our front foot, our heel is digging into the ground. Our back leg has all our weight distributed on it. And then we essentially lean, keeping our toes up. Then we exhale as we come all the way under, acting as if we're scooping under the hamstrings. So everyone in these classes, you're very familiar with how we work with these type of hamstring scoops, and we love getting into the actual aspect of the workout. So we're going to speed this up a little bit. Chest. So we're opening up the chest in a nice dynamic way. Whatever space you have, continue to use it. So walk around a little bit. We don't have much space here right now, but we make the best use of it. Next, up and over. So this whole idea is allowing yourself to come all the way up, open up the shoulders, going into internal and external rotation, as well as AB and adduction, and then allowing us to really open up the shoulder joints, the capsules, the complexes, your rotator cuff, allowing you to be a little more secure. All right, yeah, whatever I'm doing upper body today, I'll feel pretty secure, confident in. Last, twist. So a full transverse twist. Normally we start pretty locked in, dialed in with a pretty restricted twist, but we're feeling pretty warm right now. We're getting ready to move. And so we're going to start with lower body like we always do with our athlete class. Feel free, grab a swig. Shai has her Nalgene right here. So first, what we're going to do, sumo. So feet pointed out. We're going to do a sumo squat, wall tap. If you have some type of ball, you can just use your hand. You can use a tennis ball, whatever you'd like. We're going to go 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Right into the workout. So Shai's sitting down super low, and she's driving up from the heels, squeezing from her groin and her glutes as she comes all the way up, tapping the wall. And as she drives all the way up, she's exhaling at the same time so she can be as efficient as possible. 15 seconds. We're going to start speeding it up just a little bit. She's been training hard, so she might be a little sore here and there, but she's a beast. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, we're going to do knee tucks. So in a studio apartment, they're pretty loud, but for you, they may not be that loud. Knee tucks just involve you coming all the way in. When in doubt, if you have some type of injury or any type of limitations, you can modify these to be laying on the ground and be more of a core dominant exercise. I'm going to do the standing. She's going to do supine. 3, 2, 1, go. And so as we're working through, sometimes you may have limitations. And if that's the case, we modify it. We make it a core workout instead of a leg dominant exercise. 10 seconds. Really drive those knees up. Suck that belly button in. 3, 2, 1. Time. Curtsy lunges are next. No weight necessary. Ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Whole idea behind these, which we've done in class before, we're gonna go, yep, alternate. So the whole idea, keeping one leg stationary, allowing the other to adduct or essentially go into the other leg and behind. And in doing so, we're challenging knee stability. We're also challenging stabilization and, for the most part, anaerobic power of how we stand up in different planes. We're going through multiple planes here as we drive up. 3, 2, 1. Next, kettlebell swings. So if you don't have a kettlebell, you can use anything. You can use a gallon of detergent, milk, something. It just has to be slightly weighted. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Athletic swings. So really snap from the glutes, the core, and your hips. That's where all of your power during this movement is generated. Without that, you're isolating the delts too much. Don't challenge your shoulders too much to the point where your shoulders are doing the work when the glutes and core should be. 10 seconds. So we're really exploding. We're really snapping from the hips, from the glutes, using the core. 5, 4, 3, core tight. 2, exhale. 1, time. Next, we're going to do Bulgarian hops for agility, not for height. So before, I've done these in our class where we were going as high as we could go. This time, what I just want is side to side. Okay? We want it to be a little more agile. And intermittently, throw in a few of the high ones. So grab a chair, grab a couch, anything that elevates the foot, the back foot. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds each side. So I want you to try to stay light on your toes as long as you don't feel any abnormality. So we want to make sure that if you injured your foot or if you injured your leg, you take this very, very slow. Anything unilateral or unipedal, single leg, we want to make sure that we're very careful and meticulous about how cautious or precautious we're being. 10 seconds. So she's going side to side. We want it to be agile. Being athletic means fancy footwork, understanding where your feet are. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. 3, 2, 1, go. So she's going side to side. She's figuring out how much weight she has to put on her back leg to understand where her front foot can go and how agile she can be with it. So that's what I want you to do as well. If you don't have, you may have a box, you may have a suitcase, something that's elevated. 2, 1, time. Round 1, done. We're doing 3 rounds. So next, grab your ball because in 10 seconds, we're gonna do sumo squat, wall ball taps. 3, 2, 1, go. Excellent. And so you see, as Shai comes up, she's a little bit on her toes too. That's good because you may not have the most sturdy wall. This is not a concrete wall by any means. Therefore, although it's only a volleyball, we don't want to push everything through it. So what she's doing is she's coming up a little on her toes so she spends a little more time with the ball before it hits the wall. All right? So spend your time too, or smash your wall. If you have that type of wall, do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee tucks. So I'm doing the standing ones. She's doing the supine ones again. You can do either depending on complexity or difficulty and limitations if you have any. 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm driving my knees all the way up, staying light on my toes, landing as light as I can as well. And she is driving her knees all the way up, sucking her belly button in. Continue breathing, nice and consistent. Let's move. Whatever you find to be more challenging, add that to your repertoire. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Curtsy lunges are next. 3, 2, one, go. So once again, she's coming lateral to medial, meaning from the outside in and challenging her depth. She's listening to her hips and her knees when they tell her, hey, no. As we move here, as we stand up from the heel, 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. Next, kettlebell swings. 3, 2, 1, go. So once again, let's say 26-pound kettlebell that she is driving forward with her glutes, with her hips, stabilizing with her core, using her spine. As she comes down, she's not squatting too much because she just wants to brace the weight, the momentum of the weight coming through her legs, and then propel it back up in hip extension. So she's really working on exploding through this movement. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, go. And so act as if there's an imaginary line or a little piece of tape you're trying to go over. That's a very basic way of thinking about this, is you're just trying to hop over an imaginary line. If you want to make it tougher, you can make essentially a cross with an X, or you can go around in a box. Okay, pick a shape and just challenge your footwork in the knees, the calves. 3, 2, 1, switch legs. Should be sweating by now. If not, we need to move. Got to keep it moving. 3, 2, 1, go. Side to side. We may be feeling a little tired right now, so take your time. Slow it down. Shai's going to slow it down a little bit here just to show you how it may be a little tougher to stabilize, but you give yourself a little bit of a time to break. You're still working, but you're not gassing yourself out completely because we still have upper body and core to go. So she's going to slow it down a little bit. 3, 2, 1, rest. One more round. Yeah, and when you slow them down, they're even tougher. So just wait a moment. You need a drink? So get your towel ready. Grab a swig. As always, if you didn't eat that much this morning, grab a bar, a Cliff Bar, a Luna bar, a pack of crackers, something. Just nibble on a little bit so that you have those nutrients ready for you so that you're not feeling hypoglycemic or in and out. You don't want to feel that kind of daze. Ready? Sumo wall ball. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. So she's going all the way through. Now, you may actually have a medicine ball. You may have a physio ball. You may have some type of weighted ball. Use that as kettlebells, barbells, etc. Use what you can and make it interesting. Make it fun. 5, 4, explode up. 3, 2, 1, time. Knee tucks. Shai's going to do them on her back. I'm going to do them standing. As always, you pick the one that best fits your toolbox, your regimen right now. 3, 2, 1, go. As always, if you want to make it harder, go for toe taps. If you want to make it easier, light hops. Okay? And if your feet, ankles, lower legs are hurting, you go to supine. Okay? 10 seconds, knee tucks as high as we can get, or supine knee tucks. 3, 2, 1, time. Stand up. Curtsy lunges. 3, 2, 1, go. So Shai's going back and forth here, challenging her range of motion, challenging her depth, seeing what feels right, how much power she can get when she stands up on that front leg. Excellent. She's keeping her chest elevated, her core tight, and she's exhaling as she stands up because she builds the pressure by inhaling as she goes down and then releases that pressure as she comes up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your kettlebell or equivalent. Swings. 3, 2, 1, go. And so as she's driving up, like I said 1,000 times, she's exploding up with her core, but She's making sure that she maintains control of the kettlebell at all times, or whatever handled object you're using at home. It may just be with weight, it may just be with a dumbbell, whatever it is, make sure you control it. Neuromuscular control is one of the most important aspects of training, how we understand that control in our body. 3, 2, 1, time. Bulgarian hops for agility. Last round before we break for 60 seconds, and then we get into upper body. So 3, 2, 1, go. So what Shai's gonna do here is a mix between quick and slow at the same time. So she's gonna figure out, hey, how's my footwork feel? How tough is this? And how can I ramp it up without gassing myself out too quickly? 15 seconds. And so as she's going back and forth, she's also challenging her depth of her front foot. She's intermittently going really deep and coming back up for air a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, switch. 3, 2, 1, go. She's going side to side using that imaginary line that we were talking about, or box, or star, or oval. I don't really care what you're using, just as long as you're challenging your footwork in different planes. You're not just going tap, tap, tap. You're going forward and backward, side to side, 15 seconds. We're really working here. She's challenging her speed, her tempo, and how much of a contraction she can feel in various range of motions. 3, 2, 1, time. Excellent. So that's it for lower body. Grab a drink, grab your towel, do whatever you have to do so that you can kind of take a little bit of time to yourself, because we have 60 seconds here before we get into upper. Right there too. Hopefully everyone's feeling good. Hopefully you have some good music playing. You're feeling motivated. Grab a swig. Don't drink too much. You don't want to feel too sloshy. So we have about 25 minutes left. So like I said, use that as your tempo. Take your time on certain movements, just as Shai's doing. She's going through some articulations, feeling out the shoulders, feeling out the arms in general, because next you're going to need a pair of dumbbells or equivalent. All right. You can use whatever you'd like. It can be a foam roller. It can be a mat. It can be anything. The whole idea, curl and press. Okay. And there's a few variations. Shai's going to demonstrate the variations that we have for this as well. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Curl and press. Go. So she's doing a complete rotation at this point when she comes all the way up into a full military press there. So what she does, she comes up, then comes all the way out to a 90-degree angle, gets the full military press. You may be a little more accustomed to a neutral press, or when the weights are parallel this way, etc. Use whatever you can, whichever feels comfortable, and whichever does not cause any pain or inflammation. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your weights down. We're going to shadow box. You don't have to be a professional fighter to just be able to get in here and shadow box, stabilizing with your core. 3, 2, 1, go. So she's going back and forth, making sure that we keep the shoulders on fire. We keep this body moving. We stimulate with the chest and our lats. And then we suck our belly button in, so we keep our core locked and dialed in with our spine the entire time. 15 seconds. Here we go. If you have little weights, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., put those in your hands. Let's make it a little tougher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Next, diamond to wide push-ups. Anyone who's taken my classes knows I love these. They're very dynamic, very versatile. So you could do them traditional, 3, 2, vice versa. And then what I want you to do is put one knee down at a time first. So Shai's going to put one knee down and keep going so she doesn't gas out too quick. Diamond. And then she gets a wide. And now she's going to put 2 knees down. So I'm showing you all of these variations because these are hard. These are tough movements. So make sure that you're cognizant of that. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. Next, in push-up position, sorry about that. You're going to simulate a row. So we did these last week in our classes as well. But the whole idea in push-up position is act like you're grabbing from a corresponding side and pull into a row. Same thing. We can modify these as needed. Okay? The whole idea is just incorporating a rowing movement. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. So really squeeze. You want to keep that spine as neutral as possible when you go to reach and you go to row, because in doing so, we isolate lat and biceps a little bit more, and we keep our core locked in so that it's not swaying all over the place, trying to counterbalance our movements. 10 seconds. So really squeeze these shoulder blades all the way back and through, meaning as we pull up, you want to act as if your right shoulder blade is going to the left and vice versa. 3, 2, 1, time. Here's a new one. Handstand, hold. All right. If you're really trying to beast it up, then add a few handstand push-ups. But for now, just go for a hand or headstand at your own discretion and your own experience. Hold. 3, 2, 1, go. So part of being athletic, good. You don't have to be a gymnast to be able to do these. You have to be able to breathe extremely well and consistent. And if you need, take your time, come back down. All right. But if not, you continue holding, squeezing with your shoulders, squeezing your shoulder blades back and breathing consistent. Otherwise, you're going to feel like every vessel in your eyes are going to rupture, and that's not good. So she's maintaining good breathing here. She also has a good cheer and gymnastic background. So 3, 2, 1, time. She's going to catch her breath just a moment. You're also going to catch your breath. If you need some type of variation for that, send it in the chat. Hey, how do I modify this, or how can I do that? Otherwise, other varying levels, feel free to grab a drink. But other varying levels, you can put your head down. If you have a mat or carpet, you can put your head down and start in some yoga poses like you've probably seen with Skylar. When in doubt, we can always get you in some type of beginner stage of that handstand push-up all the way to the full handstand push-up, okay? The complex one. So grab your weights. If you don't have weights, just use body weight. We're going curl and press. 3, 2, 1, go. So she's squeezing her biceps and then really driving up from her delts. She's really challenging her shoulders, trying to keep good stability and keep the rotator cuffs themselves locked in, dialed in. 10 seconds. So here we go. As we drive up, we come down, we keep the elbows tight. 3, 2, 1, time. Put the weights down. We're going to shadow box. Once again, if you have weights, add them to the mix. 3, 2, 1, go. So she's punching side to side. She's not going so hard that she dislocates her shoulder, but what she's doing is controlling these movements. She has a little bit of rotation so that she can use her obliques, serratus anterior, all this anatomy that helps expand the rib cage, helps breathing, and she's getting great conditioning out of it. So here we go. 10 seconds. When in doubt, you can always switch stance too if you're not sure what stance is your dominant stance. 3, 2, 1, time. Modified diamond to wide push-ups. So we're starting to get a little tired. We put handstand in. We're doing a lot of shoulder and chest dominant work. So start modified with these and add intermittent traditional push-ups, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. So she starts modified on both knees. She keeps her head up so she can exhale fluid from the ground up. She keeps her core locked in. Good. Once we get to 15 seconds, I'm going to tell her to come into a traditional diamond. She gets 1, exhale strong, boom. She goes back into modified. Good. And you should do the same. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. Next, push-up position with I call them phantom rows because we're not incorporating any weights, but feel free to add your dumbbells or weights into the mix. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So we start push-up position here where she's completely elevated. Good. And then, boom, we're putting both knees down on this next one. So both knees are down. You still get the row, but now you have a little better opportunity to stabilize with your core and get a solid row to really get that lat engagement, that biceps engagement. And I call them phantom because, like I said, we have no weight here, but you can tell she's still activating her lats. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. Last, handstand, hold. As always, make them more complex by adding the handstand push-up, make them less complex by going into a light headstand or modifying just into these movements. So where you're practicing that stability of the upper body. 3, 2, 1, go. Also, don't put a hole in your wall. Not saying shy would, but some of us are heavy-footed when we go into that. So you want to stabilize and be light on your feet. Good. So we're 10 seconds in. I'm not going to make this any harder for her because this is pretty tough after a circuit, all right? Especially lower into upper round 2. So she's just stabilizing, controlling her breathing. We have 10 seconds. If you want to make it harder, bend your elbows a little bit. If you want to make it easier, pop down, then pop back up. 3, 2, 1, time. She's going to catch her breath. You're going to catch your breath at home too. Keep breathing, nice and easy. Grab a small swig. When you're upside down, if you're slamming water, you are not going to feel good. So light swigs, nice and easy. We're going to go to curl and press one more time. Turn your music up a little bit if you need, because now it's going to start taking a little more mental discipline, saying, all right, I'm pretty tired. I know we still have about 15 minutes left, so I'm going to give everything I've got. Like I said, turn your music up, get pumped up, curl and press. 3, 2, 1, go. So it's relatively light for some. It's relatively heavy for others. But no matter what, after all of this work, it's heavy. It gets significantly heavier. So really start in the shoulders. I don't care how many reps you get. 3, 2, 1, time. Weights down. I know that's burning. I know it is. We're shadow boxing. 3, 2, 1, go. And this is also why I've strategically programmed some of these movements one after the other. For instance, that gets pretty heavy, our curl and press. Then we do a no weight shadow box, which is still pretty tough. Our shoulders are elevated, our core is moving, cardiovascular system's pumping, but it's meant to give you subtle breaks at the same time. So you're not completely dying one after another. But we want to keep working. 5 seconds, speed it up. Here we go. Start burning it out. Burn, burn, burn. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, time. Modified to wide push-ups. Doing great, Shy. Let's go. Head up. We start modified. Unless, like I said, you're really looking to burn it out, then you start traditional. Go. So I have her starting modified. So we can make it the full 30 seconds by still intermittently adding those traditional diamond to wide push-ups because they're hard. It's a tough movement, modified or traditional. And so she's working her butt off right now. We're at 15 seconds. When next time you come up, traditional, please. Here we go. So she's going to pop up into traditional. This is going to be tough for you and her. So let's go. She's going to get one more wide. She exhales strong. Yep, back to modified. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. Shake it out a little bit at home. I want you to give me some articulations at the shoulder. So nice and easy shoulder rolls. Make sure everything's gliding appropriately. Now, push-up position, row. So this time we're going to start traditional, and then we're going to intermittently, like I said, go to modified. Go. So as she's ripping this up, she's stabilizing, keeping her trunk neutral, meaning keeping her spine from swaying all over the place, all right? And as she pulls up, she squeezes those shoulder blades all the way over to really crush those lats. Good, she goes to modified now. You can go to modified as well and pull. Suck that belly button in and stabilize. Really rip through those lats. 5, 4, 3, finish it out. 2, 1, time. Stand up, take a deep breath, because then we're going to go into handstand holds. Okay? Last one of the day. 3, 2, 1, hold. All right. So She's holding here, 30 seconds, core tight, breathing consistently. The breathing is the most vital portion of this movement or lack of movement. So here we go. 15 seconds. She's going to catch her breath. She's going to go right back into it. That is a perfect example of what you should do if you're losing your hand placement, your breathing, or any other type of technique. Always reset and hop back in it. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. 90 seconds rest here. That may sound like a lot. If it is, and you have a set of stairs like I do, hit some stairs while you're waiting. But for now, take your time, grab a drink. I know for myself, I have to blow my nose sometimes during the workouts. Do your thing, catch your breath a little bit, grab your towel, chill for a sec, because we have 90 seconds before we're going to get into a core and agility dominant series, okay? So we're going to modify here and there, but the idea is to really stimulate good core dynamic movements and agility based on how we're moving, how we're feeling, and keep our cardiovascular system pumping, okay? So another 30 seconds. I'm going to grab a swig too. Yeah, you better be. It's also kind of hot in here. All right. 15 seconds. I hope we're feeling good. I hope you're telling your colleagues to tune in. We need more friends. We need more people taking this class. All right. So the first movement is a full burpee. Okay. As always, the burpee can be broken down into segments and then modified based off of those segments. I'd like you to try the full burpee if you're feeling up to it. If you're not, we modify. Shai's going to do the full one, and then we're going to modify each time. All right. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Full burpee. She hops up. She's being cognizant of her foot. She's had a past medical history of a foot complication before. So we want to make sure that she's very cognizant of anything at agility related. All right. And in doing so, we modify based on that. So now what she's going to do is just stand up, no hop. Good. She's going to walk into the next one as she gets into her push-up position. Good. Then she stands up. 5, 4, 3. That's how we modify. 2, 1. Good. She's going to lay on her back. We're going to do flying crunches. So burpees and flying crunches, everyone in my classes knows all about because I love whooping ass with burpees and flying crunches. So these, we're making sure that during our flying crunches, we're doing the same knee tuck, the supine knee tuck that she did originally, but now we're adding the elbow going past. If you haven't done these, watch her. She does them perfectly. Ready, go. And so what she's doing is that supine knee tuck with her elbow going all the way across the corresponding side. So left elbow to right hip, right elbow to left hip. And in doing so, we're hitting all of the muscle groups of the core. Your core isn't just a six-pack of abs. It's several muscle groups lumped in to stabilize and allow you to move in multiple planes. And so that's what she's doing right now. She's sucking her belly button in. She's exhaling as that elbow goes across. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. She's going to stand up. You're going to stand up as well. We're going to do butt kickers. So the normal dynamic warm-ups that we do, the high knees, the butt kicks, the lunge, the shuffles, etc. We're doing them at the end today with a little bit of spice. All right. So butt kickers, 3, 2, 1, go. So we're doing these for 30 seconds. This first round, 30 seconds. Second round, 45. Third round, 60. Here we go. Shai didn't even know that. So we'll see how she likes it. We're rolling. 15 seconds here. So as you're moving, notice how you may feel weird. Everyone says, oh, I feel like an idiot. I feel stupid chopping my arms. But you're never going to run on the field like this, like a zombie. No, you're always going to be moving the arms, the body, the core, the trunk. 3, 2, 1, time. Catch your breath. 15 seconds rest. Grab a swig. It's a little more cardiovascularly intensive, so you may need a few deep breaths. But we're going to go into the burpee next for 45 seconds. Everyone's doing great. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alternating your burpees with modifications here, okay? So the first one will be traditional. Then I'd like you to do modified if you feel you need a little bit of a break. If you don't need that break, gas up, jump through the ceiling. I don't care, but allow yourself to make it the full 45 seconds. That's the goal. Allowing yourself to complete as best quality movements as you can. Okay. So she's moving. She does just a stand up one. She's controlling her breathing the entire time so that she can understand, all right, I still have 15 seconds. I need to expend at times when I can, but I also need to conserve a little bit here and there. Ready? 5, 4, 3, keep moving. 2, 1, time. She's gonna lay on her back. Flying crunches are next. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And so remember that supine roll up that I've called them, or supine knee tucks, we're making sure we exhale every time we come across. We use internal and external obliques as well as transverse abdominis to rotate. And then we use our rectus abdominis and our entire core in general just to stabilize, allowing us to roll the knees up and stabilize the spine and the core. Okay? 15 seconds. Here we go. Excellent stuff. This is perfect. She's having her feet hover just above the ground. She's sucking her belly button in. 3, 2, 1, time. Stand up for me. We're on butt kickers. We're going to end with a bang. We're almost done. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And so these, as always, chop the arms, get the heels up to the butt, stabilize. If you're bored in one spot, move around. No one's telling you, like, this is your own home. This is your own space. This is your workout time. So spend your time, use your space. We have 25 seconds. Here we go. She's staying light on her toes. She's chopping her arms. She's keeping her core engaged, and she's squeezing her obliques when she moves side to side. This is much more than just busy work or a dynamic warm-up. This is a good series of movement here. 10 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. Keep moving at home. Let's go. No matter what, stay light on your toes. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds rest here. 30 seconds rest. We have one more round. Burpee, 1 minute. Flying crunches, 1 minute. Butt kicks, 1 minute. Then you're off. You get to enjoy your day. And Shai gets to go eat. So now that we have another 10 seconds or so, like I said, tell your colleagues, sign up for the class, take this class, show them how cool it was, show them your data. If you have any type of Fitbit, Polar, Apple data, show them like, whoa, I burned 600 calories in that 45-minute online class. Like, it's awesome. Here we go. Burpees. 3, 2, 1, go. So with these, like I said, if you're ready to go all day, you still have a lot of gas in the tank, do traditional burpees the entire time until your heart's content. But for most of us, we're going to do one traditional burpee, between 1 and 3 modified or slightly easier burpees, just to allow us to make this whole 60 seconds. Because 60 seconds when you're doing burpees is tough work. Let's make sure that we can make it the entire time, giving quality effort here. All right. Once again, I don't care how many reps we get. I care that the quality of the burpee is perfection. I like that. I want it to be beautiful. 20 seconds. And right now, I know she's feeling it. So we're going to go 1 traditional burpee with 3 modified burpees. So keep giving me everything that you've got. We have 10 seconds left. Let's go, Shai. Let's go, everyone at home. Come on. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. We're going to lay down, and we are doing flying crunches. Here we go. 60 seconds. This is tough to do. You're going to do it at home the same way Shai's going to do it here. 3, 2, 1, go. So now, like I said, we're really pulling from our mental discipline here. Being an athlete, being athletic takes a lot of discipline. When you don't want to do it for 60 seconds, but you do it anyway because you know it benefits your core. It makes you stronger, makes you more athletic, makes you more versatile. That's what we're doing right here. Here we go. Exhale strong as we drive that elbow past the knees. We have 30 seconds. even when you don't want to anymore. Finish it out. You're almost done. Come on. Let's go. Suck that belly button in. We have 60 seconds here. Let's go, everyone. Beautiful. Perfect core control. See how she keeps her body in one spot. She's not sliding up and down the mat too much. If she is, it's a millimeter or so. 10 seconds. Finish it out. If you can, burn it out. If not, just stay consistent. Stay constant. 3, 2, 1. Time. Almost done, everyone. Here we go. Butt kickers. 1 minute. 3, 2, 1. Go. Whole idea. Stay light on. And we call them butt kickers, but you may intermittently just have to do a little trot like this. And then you might be able to get a larger range of motion back in, a greater range of motion, more intensity. All right. Here we go. Keep moving. Keep moving. So Shai's moving around here. She doesn't want to stare at the wall the whole time. So she keeps moving, allowing herself to be a little more energetic, occupied, not just bored, because we want this to be exciting, cardiovascularly intense. We're moving. We're chopping the arms. She's agile here. She's light on her toes. She's going back and forth. Ready. 10 seconds. Burn it out. We're almost done. Let's go. She's pushing. She's pushing. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Excellent. Wash your hands even after you give high fives to your sister. All right. Make sure you wash your hands. Everyone, thank you for coming today. Tell your colleagues, tell them how awesome this was. Athlete, butt kick. Then we have stretch, balance, flow. We have all of that good stuff with Skylar and Steve. Keep taking their classes. Like I said last time, the bigger the buzz for our platform and how our streams are going, the better our content will be. We curate more content over and over again for you guys. We love putting it out for you guys. So let's try to get more people in our classes, make that buzz a little more hype oriented. All right. Until next time. See you later.